My name is Jay. Now let's not waste any time. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we're able to help new coaches build six-figure businesses from the ground up. Then we're going to break down exactly what is included in the corporate to coach system, what the onboarding process looks like, and exactly what you can expect if and when you choose to work with us to build your business. So I just want to share with you a couple of case studies just so you can get an understanding of how we've been able to help other clients build their businesses. Now, starting with my client, Brittany, she came to us really wanting to grow the online side of her business because she was doing fitness coaching at home and wanted to transition into online only coaching, but she didn't have any online clients at the time. So I worked with her on solidifying her offer. We found out that she was drastically undercharging for the quality of the services she was providing. So we helped her up her pricing a little bit. Then we helped her automate her client acquisition funnels and created systems around her business. So she had new clients coming in consistently while also being able to increase the amount of money that each client was paying for her in monthly recurring services. And I'm super proud and excited for Brittany because since I've worked with her, she's now become the official athletic trainer for the Harlem Globetrotters. And she's been able to build a thriving online community for her coaching clients inside of her coaching app. It's just been such an amazing journey and I'm so happy for her. Now, moving on to Carmen. So Carmen is one of my other clients that came to me very lost in the process of trying to figure out exactly what she wanted to do. She was traditionally successful in making really good money as a project manager in the IT industry, but she was extremely burnt out and honestly just hated the work that she was doing. So she knew that she wanted to become a coach, but she was struggling with trying to figure out what she wanted to do and trying to decide between multiple niche options.
Hi, my name's Carmen and I'm here to tell you about my experience working with Jay. So I was just really lost. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I really truly was not sure. I didn't believe in myself. I had a lot of passions and a lot of dreams, but I just didn't know how to put them into action. And from my very first meeting with Jay, it's like she was able to sort through my brain. I'm just sharing all my dreams with her. And she's like, okay. She's calm and she just tells me, let's write this down. Let's organize this. So we organize everything. And now I can see all of my thoughts on paper. Then she started to teach me how to build a successful business. I do plan to let my job go within the next 6 months or less. She has a way of taking all of your chaos and making it make sense. And she's always so calm, so level-headed. And it's like, by the time you're done with her, you're like, oh, that's actually quite simple. Now, you will have to do the work. She's going to make you do the work. Like, she's not going to do the work for you. And you're not going to become a multimillionaire overnight. However, you will see success. If you follow Jay's plan and you actually listen to her and you actually do the work, you will succeed. Period. So if you're thinking about working with Jay, just do it.
So the first thing that we did was just really help her gain clarity around her decision to choose a specific niche. And then once we gave her that clarity, then we helped her build a unique coaching framework that honestly, I've never really seen anyone do so far. So she's very unique on the market, which is great. She eventually decided to become a relationship coach that specialized in helping women in domestic abuse relationships. So she has a mental health background and she was able to incorporate that along with her passions for physical fitness to help women who are really struggling with self-confidence and personal power to help them really find their strength again. And it's such a powerful thing. So I think what she's doing is amazing. And she's since been able to hit 10K months after building the foundation of her business with us. And we can help her grow substantially by the end of the year. So much love to Carmen. And now let's talk about Jason. Jason is one of my newer clients and I wanted to bring him into this video, this conversation, because Jason is someone that really didn't have the financial background or a lot of skills starting out. So he came to me without a niche at all, and he was really looking for clarity on how to find it. So we walked him through the niche finding process, and he ended up landing on financial coaching specifically for seniors because he grew up with his grandparents and he was just having a very strong and powerful connection to seniors, and that's who he decided to serve. So he didn't come from like a traditional financial background, and he didn't have that experience, but he was very passionate about the niche and he still wanted to move forward anyways. So we were able to create a very clear path for him to get AFC certified, and he's now very close to becoming an accredited financial counselor for seniors without having to spend 4 years taking the traditional college route. And he's going to walk away with the skills, the certification, and the knowledge he needs to build his 6-figure business from for a fraction of the cost that it would have taken him otherwise. So I'm extremely excited for him. And I say all of that to say, no matter where you're currently at in your career right now, we can help you find a niche and gain clarity on your path. And if you don't have the skills necessary, we'll figure out how to transition you into a niche that you love and enjoy, and how to upskill wherever you need to make sure that your passions and your skills can align to make a profitable business. I'm going to be breaking down the exact process I took each one of them through so you can understand what that might look like for you. Now, before we get started, throughout all of the case studies that I've shown you, you might have noticed somewhat of a common thread here. Everyone that I've worked with has been in a traditional 9-to-5 job or was doing work that they were just deeply unhappy with. And they all wanted to build a different life for themselves, where they felt more fulfilled, more passionate about the work that they were doing. They wanted more freedom. See, when I first started coaching, I was on a very long journey prior to that. I struggled for over 3 years just to figure out what my niche was. I was running a multi-million-dollar IT consulting firm. I was doing real estate investing, flipping homes. I built 2 successful e-commerce brands. I tried music production. I did so many different things, and it wasn't for a lack of money because monetarily I was extremely successful. But I hated what I was doing, and I was honestly miserable with all of the business ventures that I had created, and it was so complex and overwhelming, and I just needed to stop and really think about what I was actually passionate about. I wanted to do something that wasn't just about money, and what I enjoyed most throughout my entire life has been coaching other people, and that's ultimately how I started. But what I didn't have was a step-by-step system to help me get there. I got lost in all of the conflicting and confusing information all over the internet, all the online gurus telling me to do this thing and that thing, and none of it seemed to work. I didn't have a clear path at all, and I was extremely frustrated. I would go from course to course, YouTube video and search engine question asking, all of these things that never really gave me a clear path, and it just confused me even more. So when I finally figured out exactly what I needed to do and I started to grow my business sustainably, then I realized what I needed to do was create the program that I wished I had when I first got started. So that's where the Corporate to Coach program was built from. Those are the roots of how I started. And so what I've done is created a step-by-step proven system that's extremely simple and straightforward and laid out in a literal map from point A to point B of exactly where you're at right now and how you can get to your dream outcome of building a 6-figure business that you love, that also gives you the time freedom and the financial independence away from having to work a 9-to-5 job. So let me get into the details and the high-level pillars so you can understand what this breakdown looks like. So Corporate to Coach has 3 phases. The first phase is the design phase. Now this is where we cover finding your niche, figuring out exactly what your skills are, what your strengths are, what your passions are, and figuring out how we can create a niche for you. If it isn't already out there in the market, how do we create something unique to you that you're both passionate about and really good at? Because that is what's going to help you succeed. Now, if you already know your niche, that's fine, but if you don't, we're gonna help you solidify that so you know exactly what you're doing, and we're gonna help you find your customer avatar, the person that would most benefit from your coaching services so that you're not confused about any of this anymore. And if you already know what your niche is, that's perfect. We'll just help you clarify exactly who your target audience is, come up with some demographic information about them so we know exactly how to market to them effectively. And then you move forward into the build phase. Now, the build phase is one of the most important phases because this is how we build the foundation of your business. We make sure that it is on stable ground and that you have everything you need to build your coaching business sustainably. We have incoming clients flowing in. We have leads flowing flowing consistently. We have a foundation of principles and a framework that you can use to coach your clients and make sure that you're giving them the transformation that you've promised when you sign them as a client. And then we solidify the delivery mechanism for that coaching. Is it going to be one-on-one coaching, group coaching? Is it going to be in person? Is it going to be online? And then we teach you how to actually market and sell your coaching services, which is the one thing that a lot of coaching programs don't do. If you take another certification program, they'll get you the certification and teach you how to coach, but they don't teach you how to grow your business. And that's one of the major gaps in this industry that I struggled with so much. And now that I've built frameworks around this, I want to help you do the same so that you're successful after you build your business. Now, the third pillar is maintain and growth. And so in this pillar, we're really helping you figure out how to maintain your business while growing it substantially month over month. So what this looks like is we help you systemize and automate the operations on the back end of your business, as well as hire a team of capable virtual assistants at a very affordable price so that you're not only growing and scaling your business, but you're not overloading yourself with the work. And so what we're able to do is build systems around all of the back end processes in the business. And we've done this very effectively so that it's extremely simple. There's not a bunch of complicated tech that you have to subscribe to and figure out how to set up and all of these other things, so that you're not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on technologies and systems that don't actually help you in your business. Then we help you sustainably grow month over month consistently. We will help you put together a very lean team of virtual assistants that typically charge somewhere between $5 to $7 per hour, and they don't even need to work for you full time. A lot of them can be hired on a task-by-task basis, or you can have 1 to 2 that work inside of your business for under $100 per week, which means that your profit margins are extremely high because you're not wasting money on things that just don't matter. Now, just to summarize, because I know I've talked about a lot here, in phase 1, when we're designing the business, we're helping you figure out exactly what the perfect niche is for yourself and who your customer avatar is, who is the ideal customer that would benefit most from your services. In phase 2, we're building the business. This is where we help you build a very unique coaching framework. We solidify the delivery mechanism for your coaching, and then we help you market and sell your coaching services online. Now in phase 3, the growth and maintenance phase, this is where we help you maintain the operations of your business internally at an extremely low cost to provide systemized processes that you can use to provide yourself with more time and more freedom while running your business. And then we help you consistently grow at a sustainable pace. Now this quick breakdown is just one small part of a larger corporate to coach framework that I've created and built my business around. And I know that it works because not only did it work for me, but it also worked for my clients as well. Our number one goal is to build a business that creates more freedom for you. All right, so really quickly, I just want to cover what's included in the program, what you're going to get, how you're going to achieve your goals, what the onboarding process looks like, and overall what it's like to work with us. So the first thing you're going to get is access to our brand new online school community. This is where all of our courses are hosted. This is where you're going to learn all the information you need to learn to build your business. And I've structured the courses in a way that's going to help you actively build your business in each single module. So by the time you're done with the course, you'll have built the foundation of your entire business beginning to end. Next, you're going to get Slack support in our private Slack community. This is where you can speak to the other coaches, you can communicate with me directly, and if you just have a quick question and you need a quick answer, this is the best place to go to for that. This is also where you're going to be submitting your homework throughout the course so that we can spot check it, make sure that you're on the right track, and make sure that we don't see any glaring issues as you're building out your business. This is the main reason why our course is so successful and why this program works, is because we're not just giving you the information and throwing you out there to go and figure it out for yourself. We're giving you the information, having you build your business, and then looking at it and telling you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and how we can improve on those things so that when you get out on the market, you don't have a lot of issues like most of the other coaches out there struggling. And then the third thing you're going to get is one-to-one private coaching with me on an as-needed basis. I also don't structure this like other coaching programs do, simply because when you have a set schedule of when you talk to someone, that's nice for accountability and all, but practicality wise, it doesn't always work that way. For me personally, what's worked in the past is when I have a problem and I'm knee deep in that problem, I want support now. So the way that I've structured this is whenever you actually need one-on-one support, if you really need to hop on a call with me, if there's a deeper issue, then that's when you want to book a one-on-one call. So this is always open for you, and you have unlimited access to me within the hours that we operate. So moving on to the online course. So we've got 3 online courses. The first is Niche Alchemy, which is specifically for those of you that don't know your niche already and you're really struggling with figuring out what you want to do, how you want to do it, all of those details, or maybe you're going back and forth between a bunch of different options. This is what's going to help you get clarity there before you move into actually building your business. So if you've already figured out what your niche is, you don't have to worry about that. Then you hop right into Corporate to Coach. Now, mind you, Niche Alchemy is a very short, almost like a mini course, just specifically meant to help you find your niche. And so it won't take you that long to get through it. Now, Corporate to Coach is really building the foundation of your business end to end. And then YouTube Mastery, if you're someone that wants to get on a platform and speak about your coaching services, I highly recommend using YouTube, which is why I have YouTube Mastery in here specifically for coaches. I have not seen any other programs out there that are geared specifically towards coaching and growing your coaching business on YouTube. So this is a killer online course that's really going to help you out. All right, now let's cover the onboarding process just so you know exactly what's going to happen when you first start, what the process looks like, all the details about the program, and our guarantees. So the first thing you're going to do is hop on an onboarding call with me. We're going to create your 90-day goals. We're going to block out time for you to learn the things that you don't know right now that are stopping you from building a business. Then we're going to outline a clear path so you know exactly what you're doing, how to execute, and then we're going to support you through that implementation once you've learned all the information that you need to learn. After that, we're going to have weekly progress check-ins just to make sure that you're still moving forward, you're on a good path, you're not struggling anywhere. We want to make sure that you're consistently making progress. Even if it's just small progress, it's still progress. Overall, this is a 6-month program. So we either help you get to 10K per month in your coaching business, or you're in the program for 6 months. At that time, if you're still not making as much money as you thought you were going to be making, if for any reason you got stuck, let's say there was like a life event or something within your family and you couldn't make progress in the course, we will still continue to work with you until you reach 10K months. We're not just gonna drop you from the program, but we wanna make sure that you're actively doing the work. So as long as you're doing the work and you can show that you're making progress and maybe you're just struggling and that's why you haven't reached 10K months yet, we will continue to work with you for free until you do. We really want you to make progress in your business. We want you to reach your goals. We want you to transition out of your 9-to-5 job. And this is the goal. This is why I do what I do. So if you're not there by the end of the 6 months because there was a life event or something that happened, I will still continue to support you because at the end of the day, I just want to see you win. But this is essentially all of the details that you really need to know to gauge whether or not this is a good fit for you. Now let's talk about next steps. If you haven't already booked in a call with me, go ahead and book a call now so we can hop on a strategy call, see if we can even help you with whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in your business. If you already have a coaching business or you're starting one from the ground up, let's see if we can help you and just have a quick conversation, very casual, no pressure. And if we feel like you're a good fit for us, as well as you feeling like you're a good fit for what we do, then we can talk about next steps. Now, pay attention to the call time. You should get some notifications via text and email just as a reminder of when the call is scheduled. Make sure that you show up to the call on time, that you have a pen and paper to write down anything or any of the necessary details. And then if you have any other decision makers in your business, make sure that you just have them hop on the call with you because that'll really make it easier for all parties to understand whether or not this is a good fit. If you don't show up for the call, we won't be able to book another one with you. So just make sure that you show up to the call on time, and I'm excited to have a conversation with you.